Like last week we did open gaming with the Wii, where I had 14 kids in a line and we just passed the Wiimote down the row as we played WarioWare. In that same room I had board games set out for them to play, and this isn't like normal board games. This is eclectic stuff from Germany, Looney Labs, lots of stuff like that that the kids haven't played before. And
Not just backgammon, in other words.
I don't even have backgammon, and I teach them how to play it, and they love that. And we also do a lot of PlayStation 2 stuff with DDR and Guitar Hero, and I bring in Guitar Hero 3. And so I've gotten about 30 kids that come regularly to the library. There are more kids that come in every week, and we're going to start tournaments in a couple of weeks to get even more boys to come in. We might also be able to use some other software to make games in the library. Another thing that we're really looking forward to is doing DS programs, where we buy like 14 DS's, 28 games, and circulate them for all ages.
I wanted to try gaming, so I actually brought some equipment from my home into the library to try it out with the teens that I work with, and we made a gracious donation to the library of our equipment because my husband acquired some new gaming equipment and didn't need it anymore. But we also have a good teen services coordinator, and she purchased a PlayStation 2 for each library branch and the equipment to do Dance's Revolution. So that's how we got started with video gaming. After a program's over, occasionally I'll have some teams come up to me and ask me to help them find some books in the collection. And so somehow by being in the library for the gaming, they're sometimes more, what's the word? Yeah, they're more likely to come up and talk to me and ask me to help find other things in the collection while they're there. I work in the urban library system in the inner city, and in the neighborhoods that we're, where I particularly work, there's not anything else for teens to do for recreation and fun. So just like providing them with a safe place and letting them know that the library is a place where they can go to be themselves and have fun is really important.
We got two stations here. Basically what we want to do, sit down and do a 4-player match, okay? And then the winner gets a point. We'll keep shuffling people around until we get 4 people who we know are pretty kick-ass. And we'll have the 4 people face off, and we'll determine who is the most kick-ass player in the room.
One of the biggest things that we've seen with our players is some of them, their skill at this really becomes a part of their identity. And you know, they feel very proud about their skill. They want to defend it, and you know, it becomes a really big deal for them. So it's a, you know, this is still one of the most popular games that we do at our library. And yeah, we have tournaments with this. We get 115 boys in the library on a Friday night, all to play this game. Well, see, the thing is this game is very highly appealing to boys, and there's some girls that come to it as well. But we also have a lot of teen programs where we get scads of girls and no boys showing up. So we don't worry too much about the fact that Super Smash Bros. Is a very boy-heavy event, especially when you consider that when you do, it depends on the game, because Dance Dance Revolution will get almost a 50-50 audience, sometimes a little more girls than boys. Just like any other library programming, the content determines the audience.
Yes.
You know, so when you pick a certain title, it's highly appealing to boys, but you know, most of those boys don't come to the library for anything else, ever. You know, and we had one kid who was in one of these events, and he lost a really bad tiebreaker, and he was really, you know, he goes stalking up, he says, I'm gonna go read some Piers Anthony, I'll be back later. You know, so it's like, you know, you have unexpected ways that the library gets used.